Alright, so let's give this one a read through. Sophia sells shoes. She has this data about the sizes of the 18 pairs of shoes she sold last week. Sophia wants to put this data into a grouped frequency table. There will be 3 groups and there will be 2 sizes in each group. Design and complete a suitable frequency table. Use the grid provided. Now just quickly, a grouped frequency table is where if I wanted to get data about some heights of some students, I could say, do you fit in this group? Or do you fit in this group? Or do you fit in this group for how tall you are in centimeters? These are grouped, and then I might have 4 students in that category, 5 in that category, and 8 in that category. And that is a grouped frequency table. Now we need to make something like that, but for the data we've been given about Sophia's shoes. Now, conveniently, we are told a lot of information about what our groups should look like. So, in our table, we are going to need the shoe size, and we're going to need frequency. Those are always things you need in a grouped frequency table. Now, we've been told this is going to have 3 groups, and there are 2 sizes in each group. The smallest shoe that I can see is a size 3, so I think the first group is going to be 3 to 4. The next group is going to be 5 to 6, because there are 2 sizes in each group, and the last group will be 7 to 8, because there are 2 sizes in each group. Now the reason why I don't have 3 to 4 and then like 4 to 5 is because that would mean if you're a size 4, you'd fit in both categories, and we can't have that. So we've got 3 to 4, that's the first group, 5 to 6, 7 to 8, and if we do just have a quick check through our data, we don't have any shoe size above an 8. There isn't a size 9 that wouldn't fit in this frequency table. Now, it does say in the question, you can click and drag this to make this bigger or smaller, but it actually is the right size by coincidence. It's already the right size because that's all the space we need. Now the frequency, we need to know how many size 3s and 4s there were, because that is going to be the number we put in this category. So we have got 1, 2, 3. There are 3 shoes that are a 3 or 4. Next, I'm going to go through and look for the 5s or 6s. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There were 7 shoes that were a 5 or 6. And finally, the 7s or 8s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to put the 7 in, and you may have noticed what I noticed just now, which is that I missed one of the shoes that was 5 to 6, and because I missed that, that shouldn't be a 7 here, this should be an 8, because there was 1 extra shoe that I hadn't counted. And I'll cross that off now I've included it. Good, now we can do a very quick check to make sure we haven't accidentally missed any or counted anything twice. We are told there are 18 pairs of shoes, and if we do add up the frequencies, these add up to 18. 3 plus 8 is 11, plus 7 is 18, so there are 18 shoes included in here, which is good because there were 18 pairs of shoes to start with. Okay, so we've done part A. We have made a suitable frequency table using the grid provided. So on to part B. Sophia is going to order some slippers to sell. She will order 1 pair of slippers for every 3 pairs of shoes that she sold last week. Work out how many pairs of slippers she will order. So she's going to order 1 pair of slippers for every 3 pairs of shoes. So if we work out how many lots of 3 pairs of shoes there are, that's how many slippers there are. We at the moment have 18 pairs of shoes. So if you like, you can imagine having 18 pairs of shoes and then like splitting them off in groups of 3. And every time you get a group of 3 pairs of shoes, you're going to order a pair of slippers. So how many groups of 3 can we get out of 18? We can get 6. So if we take our 18 pairs and put them in little groups of 3, then she will order 1 pair of slippers for every 3. So how many 3s are in 18? 6. That's how many slippers, that's how many pairs of slippers she's going to order. So 6. I think that explanation made sense. We're finding out how many lots of 3 pairs of shoes she sold. She sold 6 lots of 3 pairs of shoes, so she's going to order 6 lots of 1 pair of slippers. So 6 pairs of slippers. Right, good. Okay, so this thing at the top, if this is something you feel like you need to study, this thing that we made up here is called a grouped frequency table. It's tricky trying to search it up to revise because If you search for group frequency table, you get lots of GCSE stuff, and the questions are very different on functional skills. But I hope that's helped. I hope that's gone some way to explaining how to answer this question. Good stuff. On to the next question, I suppose. Thank you.